in the gym, I think I'm live on it. I ain't even live in the hey. Yeah, nigga, that autism was real because throughout my childhood, even in adulthood, nigga, I'd be mumbling hellish shit. Would not know none of the fucking words. What was I gonna say? I ordered my food. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I'm not going into that. Hey, look at the superhero, nigga. She a superhero. You see the cape? Nigga, what? Oh, God, nigga. That's a superhero, nigga. What you mean? What was I saying? That's what I need to get, a fucking raincoat. But at the same time, am I gonna be walking out here like that? I don't know, nigga, because that little walk up the hill had me questioning it a lot. It calls me a lot. It calls me a lot. It calls me a lot. Just one of them days a nigga feel like flossing. Stone Cold Stunner, bitch, I'm Steve Austin. Cool as Drew Brees, I'm blowing a few trees. Instead, them hoes say that he's out. He's out. Alright. Every day, nigga, I'm gonna be out here. Alright, so what was I saying from here? Or what was I supposed to be saying from here? Supercell, spirituality. You know, it's weird because people always used to say to me, like, to stop talking about, like, supercell, but I think that's the problem. And I think the problem is it's coming from people that don't have the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's coming from people that don't have it. You're basically telling me to ignore a giant aspect of my life that controls all of my life. It's fucking stupid when you really think about it. And I think that's the problem. Now, granted, do we need to find ways where we're constructively talking about it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely need to talk about... hold on, let me focus real quick and get on this road. Alright, absolutely need to talk about it in constructive ways where we're not just... I don't want to say crying and complaining because I understand. I know, nigga, I done been through it. That shit is validated. It is. But we also have to understand, like, us crying and shit is not gonna change absolutely fucking nothing. It just not. It just isn't. I ain't gonna say stop crying because I think crying is very healing and it can be very beautiful. But, yeah. At the same time, sitting around crying ain't gonna do shit. So, I think it's important. I think more people should come and speak on their experiences because what I learned was when you do this and you go like to the universe, like, all right, the universe will acknowledge that you're trying. The universe will acknowledge that you're doing something and it will throw you shit, right? So I last year, I started like freaking out. I was having all these dreams. I was really having another spiritual awakening and I didn't realize it until way later. I had all these animals that kept like chasing me in dreams. Like they kept coming up to me, they kept chasing me, and it was a specific animal that was over and over. I'm like, yo, why the fuck does this one animal keep like doing this? Right? Like, why does this one animal keep doing this? And it was fucking me up. I was waking up in the middle of the night and all this other type of shit. And around this time, I was like, all right, something got to change in my life, right? So I started paying more attention to Supercell. That's how I actually joined the Supercell community. So I'm like, I got to do something when it comes to this. So I joined the Supercell community. I start finding this healthy place that has herbs and all these different like drinks and different things you could do. Like I just started putting the energy out there of I'm going to change this and do something. And I compared it to like me being in the desert, right? Because a lot of times when you on your path and purpose, you gonna feel like the nigga from the Book of Eli. You just walking and fucking walking and fucking walking and you don't know what your fucking destination is. You'll just know your destination when you get there type shit. And I was like getting mad with the universe and God. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, I'm tired, bro. What the fuck is this shit? And it was like, the second I asked for some water, because I'm in the desert and I'm tired and shit, it's like God just threw a giant tent at the back of my fucking head. And he threw a tent in there, or she, it, whatever. Threw a tent. It was a fucking motorcycle in there. So if I need to get out or do this, that, and the other, it was hella water in that shit. It was food. It was cooking supply. It was just all type of shit that I didn't even ask for, right? But I didn't get that till the second I opened my mouth and say, yo, nigga. I'm like, yo. Right? It didn't do shit until I was like, yo, my nigga, like, I need something, nigga. And every time the universe, your higher self, your soul, the creator, it always will give you more shit than you thought you needed, right? It always do, but you gotta be the one to be like, yo, I need something, right? Now here's what I'm saying when it comes to Supercell. If you watch the movie Supercell, right, all the superpower shit is fire, but there's an underlying message. It's a power in our cells and our emotions, right? It's actually very easy for us to manifest shit as people with Supercell, because we could feel on a different level than everyone else is feeling. I don't know how I can word this to you aside from the example I used before. I don't know if that video made it or not, where I was like, I felt the motherfucking air conditioning unit from the house next to me. There was no cold air coming in, and I started feeling the shit in my body, and I'm like, what the fuck, right? It's like that. A lot of the key to manifesting is the ability to maintain a feeling or a vibration and all this other shit. Because people with Supercell do that very, very easily. We just have to put it into the right place in things. And I don't know how to explain it to you the best way I can. A lot of my shit is I be shutting the fuck up and I just listen to my intuition. That's what I do. My intuition is my best friend, nigga. That's who I talk to all day. All day I talk to my intuition. All fucking day. Nigga, I ain't talking to random shit. I actually get fucking responses, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. I get actual responses from my intuition. And only one person I ever seen talk about that, and her name is Miriam Hasna. She the only person I ever seen that has that same type of experience I did. And she was like, you know, there's people that don't have that. They can't sit there and talk to their heart. They can't talk to their intuition. They can't do none of that and get responses. I'm like, yo, in hindsight, I need to be maximizing this gift and ability, nigga. What are we supposed to do to be the most absolute dragon's rainbow of all time? You know what I'm saying? What do I need to motherfuckers do? You feel me? What the fuck do I need to do? Focus on, goal, whatever. Right? So, I kind of got lost in that. I ain't gonna hold you. Nigga, I'm hungry. Huh? That's funny as hell, nigga. Sign is I need to get the fuck away from my mother. That's what the fuck I need to do. That is what I need to do. I need to get away from my mother. I love my mother. Alright, you gotta get away from anyone that's babying you. Right? What happens is like, it's a crutch, and the universe will acknowledge that. It's like, oh, universe is like, oh, you leaning on this crutch here? Okay, so you don't need this then, because you have that crutch. Get rid of the crutch. Just get rid of the crutch. Obviously, that sounds crazy. There's no getting rid of your mom. Just get the fuck away from her. I have to get away from my mother. She's fucking independent. When I'm around my mom, I don't feel like doing shit. When I'm by myself in my own energy, I'm the most independent motherfucker you'd ever know. It's very ridiculous, but it's an energy that it's a type of energy that being around her just triggers, where you start feeling like a mama's boy, and I don't like that shit. I don't start feeling like the man that I know I am and can be, while still acknowledging Supercell and this other shit, right? Now my thing is, all right, how do I get away from that shit? Sound crazy. How do I get away from my mother? Right? Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I can't go back to Jersey. My intuition's saying I gotta be here. So the only thing I think of is just follow the breadcrumbs of my intuition and keep doing what I gotta do. Just pay her no mind. Like, she not even at the house, bro. She's not even there. Go into your section, do whatever it is you gotta do. She's not even there. She's not even there, nigga. Right? So, yeah. Alright. I want to side note this, right? This is some wild ass shit. I'm going to side note this here. There have been a lot of things that my intuition has told me that sounded absolute batshit crazy in the moment. And then it started to happen. And I'm going to speak on some of it. I can't speak on all of it. I'm speaking on some of it. One of the first things that my intuition showed me was these two people that are well known by the planet would work together. And I had no, like, anything of this. I'm like, this is random as fuck. Like, I just got a vision one day, and I saw it, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I used to be mad because I was like, I felt like my intuition lied to me, right? Like, that's what I was upset about. And sometimes your intuition will lie to you. I'm just let you know that now. It, in the sense of, like, it'll tell you to go here, and you'll think it's for this reason, but it'll be for some other shit that's like 100 million times better than what you thought it was, right? That type of way, right? But it showed me this. Years later, those two people ended up working together. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, I saw this years, way before that anything was ever noted about it. I was like, what the fuck? Now, the other thing is, what was the other thing? Alright, I also had a thing, I can't speak on that one. My intuition told me that I was going to hit a growth spurt. My intuition told me I was going to hit a growth spurt. My intuition also told me that the girl that I was talking about in the other video, that I would marry her and have children with her. Now, granted, that first thing happened, and there's another thing that I said was going to happen. I can't speak on it, but I do see it happening already. I already see, like, the first wave of it, I'll say, happening. Right. Like, a part of me, sometimes I'll be like, on one end, I'm like, I done seen magical shit happen, bro. I done seen some very magical shit happen. So, I'm not going against this shit. I don't care if this shit said Obama was going to put a mask on and start flying around. I'm wholeheartedly expecting that shit is going to happen some way or manner. I'm 1,000% serious. I'm not joking. Right? Now, the growth spurt thing got me hyped, nigga, right? Because I'm like, nigga, being 5 anything, it don't feel right, dog, you know? My entire family, all the men in my family are well over 6 foot. Everybody. But, you know, I had to be the one nigga that has this supercell shit. I'm the only one who has this, nigga. And so I'm still in the 5s, right? Mind you, I'm also well into my 20s. So from what we know as today and what we're taught, this sounds unlikely as fuck. However, I'm the type of nigga, if my intuition said it, it's gonna fucking happen some way or the other. Now, you could look at science. What are the odds you on some Captain America shit and you just, you know what I'm saying, you just frozen type shit, right? What if your nervous system been frozen from all this time being tense in childhood? Nigga, everything already was fucking delayed development. You never know. It might be some magical shit. It happens every day. Why shouldn't I believe in that? So fuck it, right? I'm putting it here because, like, let's see if it happens type shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if it I do have other videos saying that, but I never posted anything. Let's see if it happens type shit. Was that the other thing I said? Oh yeah, and then the girl, like, I was supposed to marry her and have kids and shit. We'll see, nigga. We will see, nigga. Hey. It does sound psychotic. Don't get me wrong. I'm very aware of how that sounds and how that comes across. Because you're like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, you know? But anytime I've looked at my intuition sideways and been like, it always was right. It might not have been in that moment. Might have been a few weeks, months, years later, but it was always right. So, hey, nigga, I'm as we speak, nigga, I'm 6 foot something, nigga. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Might as well. So, I still think it's funny, but I'd be hyped though. I'd be super fucking hyped. But yeah, my nose is on some other shit, dog. Yeah, man. I'm just at this point of just the universe is rocking with your boy. We gonna see what happens from here. Is that all I needed to say for now? No, there's more. Yeah, the getting away from my mom thing. The getting away from my mom thing. Getting away from my mom. Alright. I've come to the realization that of how important it is to choose like a wife, right? I've come to this realization. I don't want no wife that's gonna lie to me and say this, that, and the other. Alright, let's turn this fucking windshield. I barely see shit. Right? I want a wife is not afraid to hurt my feelings and is gonna tell me 100% straight the fuck up what's up. Right? And here's how it's gonna sound a little fucked up, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it's my motherfucking experience. I don't give a fuck about what nobody's talking about. The girl that I said like I really like always wanted to be with type shit, and don't get me wrong, right? When I was having all this universal experience and my intuition was like, oh, that's when you're gonna marry type shit, I'm like, I'm already cool with that because I already been in love with this nigga since I was younger. I just never felt worthy of him, right? Mind you, she a lesbian now. She in a fucking relationship, and mind you, I have like her number and shit, like, because we technically grew up together type shit. We did and didn't. We knew each other in our childhood, right? So I'm like, you know, hitting her up, and I'm not realizing at the time, but I'm basically being sneaky as fuck, just trying to get into her awareness somehow. And I'm on some like, this nigga destined to be with me. Like, I don't see what the problem is with this. My wife, why I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my mindset. And I'm like talking to her and shit. Anytime I talk to her, I feel amazing. But because she got her own life going on and she is in this relationship and shit, she like, you know, we might be talking and then, you know, she go back to her life and do whatever. So I was getting tired of it. I'm like, let me just tell this nigga. Right, let me just tell this nigga how I felt when I was younger, how I feel now type shit. It's psychotic. Like, now that I really look at it. And so I tell her, and I'm like, yo, I sent her like a voice message. I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, I like you type shit. And she's like, she responded back. It was crazy. She wasn't mad. She wasn't nothing. She just was calm. Well, I don't know about calm. She was calm, in my opinion. I would say composed at least. I ain't never seen a police car that looked like that. The fuck? This shit don't even look real. Right? She was like, nigga, like, you know you wrong for that. Like, I got a girl type shit, da-da-da-da-da. Like, my nigga, I'm not even gonna rip you because I know you since we childhood. I don't know how that made any logical sense, but I guess. But I'm gonna have to stop speaking to you type shit. And now I realize it. Like, I realize, like, how weird, like, I was being. And I think a lot of that is, like, my maturation. Like, I'm not in society. Like, I'm not around people. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as being in a coma. Someone that goes in a coma when they're a child, say they wake up as a teenager or they're 18, they still have the mentality of a child. And this is what I'm talking about psychologically with supercell, is there's a lot of delayed maturation. Not just physically, it's psychologically, it's mentally, it's emotionally. There's a lot. There's also a lot of, like, you seem a lot older than you are because you had to be wise because you had such a tough experience from a young age. But at the same time, you're still underdeveloped, right? So looking back on a lot of it was weird and immature. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see that. But in the moment, I was on some universal, nigga, this is the one. I don't care what's going on. This universal shit is more important than anything you could even think of, right? Like, that's what I'm on, right? And I'm like, yo, you being with your soulmate, I remember hearing this and it resonating very deeply. Being with your soulmate allows you to break all rules, consequences, and karma of reality. right? It allows you to also be and enter a state where you can bring amazing change to the planet. So this is where I was operating from, right? So I was operating from a very higher chakra place, but I wasn't current. I wasn't here in reality, in the current reality, which would be more of the root chakra level. Like, I didn't have that, right? See what I'm saying? So I was very higher chakras, but physically I wasn't fucking here. So it was crazy looking back on it. And to this day, like, I still, no matter what I do, that feeling just doesn't go away. It just doesn't. So I don't know. We'll see. Right? So what I said, I hit her up and I was like, she didn't even respond crazy. But the thing I loved was that she was honest. Like, she told me straight up, like, nigga, you're bugging. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you know this is wrong. Like, she called my bullshit out immediately. And I loved that. Because even though in the moment I wasn't thinking that way, it was like, damn, this nigga brought me back to reality type shit. Like, oh damn, looking at this, I was kind of tripping. Like, I was on some other shit, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was on some universal, this gonna happen no matter what, nothing could happen that would go away against this type shit. Like, that's what I was on, right? But I appreciated that because it felt like you were being straight up and honest with me. You were letting me know, like, nigga, you're wrong. What the fuck? And it wasn't even on no weird shit. It was on nothing. It was just grounded and composed, like, you're wrong. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, damn, that's tough. And I thought she was so real for that because later on in life, I sent her an apology. Like, yo, I was tripping. You know, I had to grow up with Supercell. Like, I really didn't know a lot of shit. A lot of my emotions from my childhood just came flying out, and I threw that on you, and I was wrong, and da-da-da-da. And this nigga sent me a fucking, like, long-ass thing where, like, she was like, it's cool. Like, it's no hard feelings, it's no blood loss, nothing. And I could feel she was speaking from her heart, dog. Do you know how happy that made me, nigga? What? I'm like, it's fucked up because it's like I'm supposed to be walking away from this, and I'm like, damn, this the type of nigga I need to be with, right? It's like, fuck. But I would say now, like, I haven't been in no state to be a man to be with a woman, right? I just haven't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know how to take care of you, nurture you, protect you. I don't. Am I willing to learn? Absolutely. I have a lot of shit that I have to do and cover, and if the universe puts that in my life or puts the guidance in my life or whatever it is I need for that, I'm all for it 100%, right? But yeah, I thought that was so awesome. Like, she did that. It came from the heart. Everything was fire. It was cool. So, but I also wanted to leave it alone. Like, all right, just leave this shit alone. Leave the apology here. She responded. Cool. Came from the heart. I could felt that. Everything good. It's cool. And then, like, she texted me, like, oh, how's your life? And da-da-da-da. I was like, I'm not responding to this shit. I was like, no, nigga, I'm not responding to this shit. My intuition was like, respond, so I let it be. And then we just left it at that. She never responded after a while, and then it was cool. And I'm like, all right, great. But I bring it up because I've been around women that don't really keep it 100. They don't keep it 100 beat. They just let you do whatever you want. Sometimes I feel that way with my mom. She's not keeping it 100 beat. Like, she's not saying, like, okay, this is what you need to do. Or let's sit down and talk about this that happened. Like, you're just letting a hella shit fly, and you're letting shit go under the rug. I'm not cool with that. Nigga, eventually the rug gets so big, you can't just walk over that shit no more. Nigga, it's hella dust and bullshit under there. No, nigga. Right? So, I think it's really important to know who to choose as a wife and who to be around in these type of things. It's very, very important. Very, very important. And I mean, it gotta be on a soul level. I spoke on how my best friend do that shit sometimes. She let shit slide in the rug. I don't like that shit, but it is what it is. Right? Like, I talked about that. Like, my best friend checked a lot of, like, categories that I'm like, yo, I would have loved this growing up, and I would have loved this, and this is amazing, this, that, and the other. But on a soul level, my shit is like, no, you're not being with this woman. Right? So just think about it. On a soul level, it said no to everything. So I figure on a soul level, if someone gets the yes, we will figure everything out. We will get the wrinkles out of everything, and we'll figure the shit the fuck out, no matter where we stand and what is happening. That's how I just looked at it. And I think it is like that, but I think there's a time for it. A time. It might, you know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of different things. So at the end of this because I'm really ready to go home. And yeah, we'll see what resonates when I get home. So my thing with Supercell was I clung on to my mom a lot, right? Because my mom she was the crutch, right? She gave me foundation. She was an anchor. Being around my father, I never felt emotionally and physically safe. The same two chakras I've been talking about, the root and the sacral. I never felt safe. So when I was around my mom, I felt safe. She was making up a lot for Supercell. But my dad, he felt like he had certain answers for that, but being around him, like, it would trigger my shit. And so I hated being around him. The problem with this is it's my father. I need to be around my father to learn how to be a man. Ironically, and I don't mean this in any disrespect, my father having grown up in the hood and his family not being together, my father's way of being a man is my father's fucking 6'5", like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 6'5", military man. His thing is, I went out and I got the fucking bread. And sometimes, like, he forget I had Supercell. Like, I can't go do what the fuck it is you did, right? That shit goes past his head all the time. And I'm like, this is annoying and fucking stupid and making my life harder because you won't even acknowledge this shit. And so you don't know how to teach me. You don't know how to guide me on how to be a man with my circumstance. All you knew was I'm gonna go out here and sacrifice my body to be a man. I can't do that shit. And get the bag, I can't do that shit. It's not how that works for me, right? So there's a lot, bro. There's a lot of things I had to learn, man. On my own, right? I said this, my 20s, I've been literally sitting here studying the spiritual experiences that I've been having, Supercell, trying to learn that. This is what I've been doing, and I haven't had people to really go to. I've had to just figure a lot of this shit out on my own, or find people on the internet that resonate, that I could look at for guidance, or at least some type of template. And even before I could do that, I was having so much of my own experience. So it was like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. But again, I think getting away from your parents is very, very important. Because they're very much in the way. When I'm not around my parents, I start to feel like an actual adult. When I'm around them, I don't feel like an adult. I start feeling like a fucking child. And it's only because a big part of this, and this will probably be the last thing I say, a big part of that is that people that have had these experiences with intuition and being emotionally sensitive and absorbing other people's energy is you end up limiting yourself so that you don't trigger these people. My parents are insanely emotionally irresponsible and immature. Very, very emotionally immature. So anything that would trigger them emotionally, it was almost like, I don't even want to deal with this because you don't know how to treat things properly. I can tell you a story right now. When I was a kid, my older cousins who know how to drive now, mind you, I'm a little ass kid, bro. So they take us out, right? And we're like driving around and whatever and da-da-da-da-da. Mind you, I only have an iPod at this time. Shit, I can't call nobody. I can't do nothing, da-da-da-da-da. My older cousins are driving around like an hour away from where we live, because that's where they live. And, you know, all my older cousins were girls. So they, you know, they trying to go see boys and shit and just do shit that teenagers would do. And, what happened? My parents are like, all right, y'all need to come home. Well, my mom is basically like, y'all need to come home. I remember my dad was home. But I was like, all right, you need to come home. So I'm in the back seat in the midst of all this, the little ass kid that's just, I'm on my iPod, I'm minding my business, da-da-da-da-da. My cousins are doing all this extra shit, my sister's doing all this extra shit, and trying to see these boys, whatever. So they're basically ignoring my mom. So, long story short, we eventually get home. I don't know why this is important, but during this trip, I remember my cousin's tire getting flat. And I mean, like, her tire blew out while driving to where she was, like, driving on the rim. That shit was crazy, right? I don't know why. That's probably symbolic of something. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, I think of air. That makes me think of mental. and how chasing women or even chasing boys or whatever is like, it's a giant distraction from your purpose, to be honest. And how I saw like a lot of like my sister and my cousins who were females chasing these boys, like they were mentally cooked, in my opinion. Right? It was like, right? I'm thinking of air, I'm thinking of Aang, I'm thinking that's the thought realm, that's processing things analytically, and that's that type of energy. It was almost like sometimes they didn't have that shit when boys came around. Like they would go from geniuses to idiots. So, going back, right? We eventually get home, right? Mom's mad as fuck. I told y'all to come home, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, I was in the back seat on my iPod. What did you expect me to do? Did you expect me to, like, get in the front seat and start driving? Right? Oh, you could have told them we need to go, and da-da-da. Like, she just was just being immature. I clearly was a little-ass kid who had no power in this situation, bro. I had no power in this situation. My mom's mad at me and shit. Takes my iPod, da-da-da-da. Do you know how this is? I'm a little-ass kid who did absolutely fucking nothing. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't have the power to make these niggas turn around and take us home. They was doing whatever the fuck they wanted, regardless of whatever I said. Regardless of whatever I did. I don't remember if I said anything or not. Regardless, I was a little-ass kid in the back seat, nigga. Right? I know this ain't that big of a deal. It's not a big of a deal, but I'm just like, our parents used to project their anger on us because in reality they were immature emotionally and didn't actually know how to handle the situation, and they thought that just being angry and yelling meant they were being a good parent. This is actually insanely psychologically damaging for people, emotionally damaging for people, because now I'm constantly checking my back to see if I did anything wrong. I didn't do shit. It makes it difficult for you to live in good moments and just enjoy the present moment and not having to just, oh, let me check my bag, let me micromanage, let me do this. No, nigga, I shouldn't be doing it. You should have understand off rip, you a child. He had no power in this. But no, he was yelling at me, all types of stuff. So you got to get away from that type of energy. I say that because sometimes growth requires a flow. It requires you to be in a certain type of energy for a long time. It's you being the seed in a certain soil, dirt environment that amps you up and feeds you. You need to be in that for a good amount of time, unbothered, so that you can grow and become who you need to be. And when you're around motherfuckers that's not on that level and they not on that type of energy, they're not aligned with that, they get in the way of that flow. They get in the way of that. That's what I'm trying to translate. I've seen it. When I'm by myself, I immediately start growing. I start becoming the person I know. I start becoming my higher self. But because of Supercell and me needing to rely on people so much, I found myself constantly going back to, all right, I need to be here, da-da-da-da-da, because it felt like my health required this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a part of me is just kind of like, damn. But long story short, get the fuck away from anybody in the way of your growth. For me, I felt like it was different because of Supercell. But I'm also realizing, okay, if I still have to deal with Supercell, that means I could use it as fuel. I could use it as something, right? You see what I'm saying? I could use it. I'm going to use it. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to use everything that I have to launch myself forward in growth and have everything I need. I'm going to use everything. So there's no way the universe could be like, oh, well, da-da-da. No. The universe is going to see I'm doing everything in my power. And the universe is going to give me everything I need. And this is going to be my vlog. And this is going to be my capturing it in real month. Come here, I'm going to spread all the shit that I learned, right? That I'm still applying to my life as best as I can. I'm going to use fucking everything, dog. Everything. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So yeah. Yeah. This actually resonates. I used to wonder why when I would go for talks it didn't resonate, and now I know why. Because I could just do this shit IRL. It only resonates IRL. And even though there's only 3 million people in here, I can upload it on YouTube. right? So that makes it easier for me, and that's exactly what I'm fucking gonna do. I'm ready to go home though. It's cold as fuck, and I can't put the heat on because it keeps fogging up the window. So is that everything? Is that everything? Yeah. I mean, now, Captain Slow, or does that say Captain Soul? Captain Slow. That feels like a message. Slow and steady wins the race, nigga. Every day, just be consistent. Do something. Every single day, just be consistent and do something. No matter what, and let nothing stop you. Every day, be consistent. There's a story that I saw when I was a kid, right around the time that I had my first like crises, and it was about the turtle and the hare. Ironically, I'll just go into the story. The turtle and the hare, and how the turtle won the race by just running his race, right? I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna do my pace. I'm gonna do my path. Yo, this is a super bar, and I can feel this very deeply. And I'm gonna do my path, and this is what I'm gonna do. So every day, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna work on something, and I'm gonna continue to build myself up, and I'm gonna build this thing that I'm creating. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Captain Slow, nigga. Oh, I ain't doing that, but I thought of some wild shit. Oh, maybe I am. Captain Slow, right? I kept talking about having autism and shit. The nigga I was learning from was like, you gotta embrace that shit, because it's a superpower. He was like, embrace that shit. He was like, you mentally retarded, nigga, embrace that shit. And then he started singing like the retarded niggas. Like, I was like, yo, you're fucking wildin'. And I used to be like, yo, this is crazy. But what I realized, he was really making niggas laugh, and he was bringing good energy to people. He started singing like he was actually retarded. And I was like, yo, you're fucking wildin', nigga. Right? But, nah, for real shit. Captain Slow, nigga, I'm out here. Nigga, no matter how you wanna look at it. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what it is. Autism, I don't care, nigga. I'm using whatever I got, nigga. Neurological issue, I'm using it, nigga. I'm using everything, nigga. Captain Slow, retarded. Nah, I'm not saying that. But hey, nigga, the turtle, nigga. You feel me? I'm using everything. Slow motion better than no motion. Nigga, the gold moment. I fucking let me chill. Right? So yeah, that's how I'm feeling. So now I'm ready to go home. The young nigga is ready to eat. Did my phone just get a notification? If I pull this down, will it stop the stream? Only one way to find out. Alright, it does not stop the stream. That's good to know. Alright. A pathfinder, nigga. Define paths, nigga. There's always an avenue. There's always another floor. Never give up, nigga. Just keep going forward, nigga. Literally. Bye. Oh my god. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I did pick my shit a little bit. This shit hurt, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Do not give a fuck. Cause I'm like, I don't know if this is skin or like a fucking booger, like you know. Shit hurt, man. Shit fucking hurt. Oh my god. Man, I don't know. So it's time for me to go home. I feel pretty good. I almost feel like high right now. You know what's funny? This is where the turtle. You see all these lights, nigga? See all these lights in these lanes? This is where I found that turtle. Yo, that's crazy. This is exactly where I found that turtle. Just like 3 lanes, like two lanes over, 3 lanes over, whatever. Yeah, turtle was bugging. Yeah, that's actually funny. Alright, is that it? I'm ready to go. Go home, upload this. You smell taking what I know and what I'm aware of, not letting people try, oh, it's just, no, you don't know what you're talking about. And if you did know what you're talking about, my intuition would tell me to listen to you. But it's not telling me to listen to you. So I know I'm just speaking gibberish. Right? So, putting it in my own hands. Right? Making sure I'm doing the absolute most so that whatever happens, I can be like, you know what? I did my most. I did my best. This is what came of it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? What else can I do from there? Because at that moment, I can really say, all right, well, it's not me. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, yeah. Side note, I watched some of the game last night. Man, Anthony Edwards, if you don't just fucking take the ball and start being aggressive, nigga, the fuck? It was like the fourth quarter, this nigga had 10 points. It's like he be forgetting how talented he is, how nice he is. Like, I don't understand that shit sometimes. You nice as fuck, nigga. I don't understand why you not, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? Nigga, take the ball and start going in. And I feel like he should stick Shai Gilgeous, nigga. You go stick him. Nigga, make that nigga feel you. The fuck? I feel like that's what Kobe would do. Kobe would be like, alright, I'm guarding this nigga. Alright, we'll switch when I get tired. Should be making me mad. Because it'd be like, I used to watch the series with him versus Ja. And Anthony Edwards has way more potential than Ja has as a player, right? Sometimes I think Ja's a smarter player, and that's what elevates him more. But if Anthony Edwards would just lock in on that aspect of things and just thinking shit through, you the star player, you the best player, nigga. Give me the ball. I'm taking us home, nigga. Right? Sometimes I feel like he need to do that. And sometimes he don't do it. And it's like, you're way better than everybody, nigga. Just do that shit. Should be making me mad. I fuck with Anthony Edwards. But, alright. I'm done. I'm tired. It's cold. Peace.